Hello everyone, this is Summer Lupin and I'm back with Sherlock Holmes, Secret of the Silver Earring. Watson is about to recount to us what he learned from the station master. Let's see if there's anything new here. Okay, no. Yeah, I love Sherlock's little icon is a pipe and Watson's is a paper and quill. I like that.
Hello. If you could, I need some information regarding the last scheduled train to the north, specifically the one that ran 2 days ago.
You're one of those fellows from London working with Fletcher, aren't you? Wait a second, let's see, 2 days ago, or rather 2 nights. That was the night when Mr. Fowler was here.
Did you see him?
As clearly as I see you now. But he didn't seem well, he was all muffled up, and every time he opened his mouth it was to cough. The people from the village say that he's an odd one who's always amusing himself with gewgaws and puppets.
Gewgaws? Also, Watson, what was up with that intro? It sounded like you were doing an accent, but then you dropped the accent. Voice actor, I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there. So it was all muffled up, huh? So, last time, Sherlock and Watson finished investigating... Well, Sherlock finished investigating, Mr. Fallett's house, the lawyer of Sir Bromsby, and Fallett was found dead. Fallett, the machine guy, was found dead under a pile of potatoes. So Watson is recounting what he learned from the station master when they were there last. So let's see here.
Do you see him often?
No, I don't know him that well, because he didn't travel very often. I didn't think it was a good opportunity to make his acquaintance, but he wasn't able to say more than a few words without suffering a sudden coughing fit. It seemed he was travelling to the north. However, I cannot say with any certainty that he arrived there.
So he was going in the opposite direction? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting my geography wrong.
Was there anyone else on the platform?
Yes, there was a fellow. I could see his face beneath his cap. For a second I thought he had a revolver in his pocket, but then I noticed that it was merely his hand. It was all done up with a large bandage due to some wound, I suppose.
And
Where was he, exactly?
He stood in that corner over there, and Mr. Fowler arrived a bit later. I heard the sound of his coughing for about 5 minutes after that. When the train arrived, they boarded the same carriage.
Huh. Interesting. So, apparently last time Sherlock said he knew all of this already, so what was the point? How does Sherlock know this stuff already, and what was the point of him saying, I know this stuff already, but can you tell me anyway, or whatever? I don't know, I feel like that was a wasted bit of dialogue. I know Sherlock likes to show off that he knows stuff ahead of other people, but I feel like that sequence is a bit of a wasted time in dialogue when you could have just kept this all by itself. So Fallett and this other guy boarded the train together.
And where might I find this train carriage?
Why, right here. They always use the same carriages when they put together the night trains.
Aha, and here it is. This is most advantageous.
If it would be a help, I can hold the train for 1 or 2 minutes at the station, so you might have a look inside.
Thank you very much.
Still a little bit of an accent there or something. You hear it? A little bit difference in the voice.
Well, I must investigate these matters.
Until later, sir.
Okay, now we investigate the train car. I have a theory. There were 2 different sets of footprints at Fallett's house. Fallett was a size 6. There was a footprint inside his house, just inside the door, that was a size 7. And somebody tried to get in through his window. Somebody did get in through his bedroom window that was a size 10. So that's 2 people. I'm thinking, with the way Fallett was all bundled up and how he didn't talk much except for coughing, I'm starting to think that the Fallett that showed up at the train, the guy that was all muffled up and coughing, was not Fallett, but one of the 2 people that were at his house. One of 2 murderers. Interesting. That's what I'm thinking. Again, I have played this game before, but it is so long ago that my recollections of details are really not that good, so... I'm not saying spoilers, because I don't exactly remember either. Okay, anything here? No, I don't see anything. So let's... Here we are on the train. Umbrella stand?
There is nothing of interest here.
Dang it, then why did you leave it as a screen? Come on, Watson, help me. There we go. Ah,
Someone has forgotten their cap, and I believe that hairs on it are red.
red. Were the red hairs the male ones or the female? The red ones were female? Yes, I think they were. Interesting. I'd forgotten about that. Oh, that's why they left the other one
A
in.
Cherapaki cigarette, the same as Holmes found at Sherringford Hall.
Is there anything else here? Okay, so I can't use that to get out of this flashback sequence, so I must... have to keep going here. Nothing there.
It could be evidence.
It could be a white feather? Ah! Sherlock's eye! Ah!
A red hair. This is splendid, Watson.
It'll go well in my collection.
I did not dare to disturb your thoughts on our way back to London last night. I had quite forgotten about this hat.
Blasted children. Oh. The irregulars! That shirt, that sweater is so oversized.
What can we do for you today, Mr. Holmes?
That was not a
Come
good
near,
voice.
Wiggins.
That was not a good voice for a kid.
Mind you look sharp. There'll be an extra guinea for the lad that finds him. Goodbye. We must leave now, Watson. Let us return to Sherringford Hall.
Again? Okay, let's see, 9 minutes in. Teleport to Sherringford Hall! What time is it?
Cabby!
Okay.
My respect, madam. It would seem that you have received good news.
Oh, it's Miss Bromsby and her admirer, Lieutenant Harrington. It is wonderful to see love bloom despite such tragic circumstances.
Yeah.
Have you seen Inspector Lestrade?
Didn't mean to click on that
He
yet.
is with Miss Bromsby and Lieutenant Harrington in Sir Bromsby's office. He's waiting for you.
There should have been an apostrophe in Bromsby's.
Have you ever met Wyatt Collins?
The nephew of the late Sir Bromsby?
That should be capital
I've
S.
seen him just a few times since I was hired at Sherringford Hall. He stopped visiting the hall because of a quarrel with his uncle, I think.
How would you describe him?
He was a very tall and slender young man with a bright red hair. He's not well mannered.
Red hair, you say?
Thank you for your assistance, Miss Lambert.
You are surely welcome.
Nella, you seem to be in a fine mood.
Oh, yes, because I am sure that Miss Bromsby and Lieutenant Harrington will make a splendid couple. He's very handsome and rich.
He's rich.
Wait, and how do you know this?
The brother of my cousin's boyfriend is currently employed in the Queen's Army Hostel. He said that the lieutenant gave him a very generous tip when he carried the lieutenant's trunks during his move.
You don't say.
Yes, and if they decide to get married and make their home here, we won't be afraid for our jobs. And considering their youth, the family wouldn't stop growing anytime soon. I used to be a nurse, you know.
I can see why she's happy. I mean, job security. But, some of the writing here, like lieutenants, they shortened it to the, the abbreviated version. That's less polished, but then again, I'm willing to give them a little bit of a pass because of how old the game is. And they might have still been new with the whole game-making business, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a pass on that. Although this was still a professional game.
Well, I must leave you now.
Please say hello for me to your doctor friend.
Yeah, Sherlock sounded way too excited with that bit of dialogue, don't you think? And how do you know this? Really? Oh, I love gossip. Tell me. Tell me more. Tell me more. Remember, if you get stuck, just keep going around looking and talking to everyone. Okay, so how am I supposed to get to his office then?
Hello, Mary.
Hello, sir.
Tell me, Mary, do you remember Wyatt Collins?
Oh, he's a black sheep, that one is. He had a bad habit of stealing from the wine cellar at night. Then he was so saucy, he tried to pin it on the staff the next day. Can you imagine that?
So you weren't fond of him, on the whole?
He spoke ill of everyone. Why, I recall the day our master tossed him howling into the street because the blackguard dared to slander Mr. Grimble.
Oh, really?
Well, I will see you later, Mary.
Goodbye.
And yet there was some suspicions about Grimble?
Well, it's not too early. I've just informed Miss Bromsby about Mr. Fowlett. Besides, I told her about the notes that suggested Sir Bromsby's wish to amend his will in favour of Mr. Grimble. According to our solicitors, this new development does complicate the succession. Let's hope Mr. Bromsby's safe contains an official document which will allow us to see things more clearly. I do hope you've discovered the code, because I did not sleep well last night and I'm in no mood for riddles.
So you didn't hire a safecracker or anything? Okay, I can't talk to you. Nothing here. No, the booby trap has not been reset, thank goodness. Lavinia, what do you have to say?
Do you know the code?
Do you know the code? Do you know the code?
Do you know the code? Do you know the code? No, I don't. I don't know the code just yet.
A remarkable portrait of the late Sir Bromsby. Ideal spot for a hiding place.
Okay,
The
let's...
sequence of numbers found at Fowlett's should help me discover the code.
Very good of you. Sounds like the bird sounds are kind of screwing up there. Very nice game, remembering to tell us that this code could be useful for this puzzle. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five down and 1, 2, 3, 6 across.
It has no effect. It has no effect. It has no effect.
Well, you can't say it's an insecure safe. Alright, I give up. Huh. Okay, it's still tricking you. Okay, so apparently, I just looked this up. Yes, I know. I don't like it either, but I'm stuck. Don't want to take too much time doing this. This is supposed to be read as simply 1, 1. Well, this is just 1. This is not 11. This is 1, 1. Okay? This is 2 1s. Get it? This is 1, 2, 1 number 2, I mean, and 1 number 1. Okay. And then this is 1 number 1, 1 number 2, and 2 number 1s. Whatever. The code is 312211. Okay, this is a bit too obscure. I'll have to. It's a bit too tricky and a bit too weirdly thought out. This was the problem. 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. But again, you have to admit it's not an insecure save, and it's not a bad code either. I couldn't figure it out, and it's pretty hard to wrap your head around. So, it's good security.
It is simplicity itself.
Not really
Bank
simplicity.
statements.
Ooh, bank statements.
What could this key open?
Ooh.
This could be valuable evidence. I have no interest in this. I have no interest in this.
You
I
mean
have
this
no
key
interest
doesn't-
in this.
A knife? When did Sherlock get a knife? Okay, let's see what we got here. 28 minutes, really. Ugh. Money transfers to Sherman's Bank. 11th January 1891, £8,000. Beneficiary Ents and Nact, Dutchland, Grimble. £8,000. 1891, £150. Beneficiary W&G, Bombay, India. £15,000. 1892. Amero, Italy. Cements, Vale, Perret, Phil, blah. £15,000 transfer to France. 1895, £400 beneficiary competent and Sergeant A. Bromsby. Ugh. 1896, £3,000. Somebody in Spain. £800. That's early this year. The year the game is set. W&G Enterprise Bombay, India. W&G. Yeah. They're listed here too. 150. But they're getting. Well, £800 is not small, but still compared to some of these others. Huh. Richard. Who's Richard? Sir, your attitude and your behavior in this affair that has set us one against the other is vile and contemptible. Abandon all thought about the Fairfax Theatre and the soil on which it stands. You conduct yourself as a brigand, and a brigand always comes to a bad end. Dwight Richards, whoever that is.
I have a feeling that I should inspect this Fairfax Theatre. It appears to be Bromsby Enterprises territory now, and Grimble's office should be nearby.
Oh, it has gotten so late. Okay, that's good. Let's talk to Lestrade. Yeah, just go right past
Not
him.
one shred of paper about the inheritance. My superiors keep pressing on me, saying that we're going to a crisis in the city. For now, I'll check into this Richards character. What are your plans?
First of all, I will need this key. I presume that you have had neither the time nor the opportunity to inform Mr. Grimble about the current state of the investigation. As it is the weekend, could you ask him to come in?
Rest assured, it will be done.
Miss Bromsby, I will ask you for your continued patience. I have given you my word that I would discover the truth, and upon my word, I shall find it. Gentlemen, Watson, we must take our leave.
Okay, well, go to... I thought we were going to this theater, but apparently we're going to the Bromsby Cement Works?
But what are we doing at this place? And why did you ask Lestrade to call Herman Grimble to Sherringford Hall?
To ensure Grimble would not find us here. In the pursuit of justice, Watson, we are once more obliged to bend the law.
Sorry, but why?
If Scotland Yard can be shown the necessity of searching the offices of Bromsby's Cement Works,
pause there.
many things may happen.
Exactly, Holmes.
Now, Watson, we need to find a way into the cement works. Oh, Watson, it seems fortune favors us.
Why? I think I should stop the recording here, so I'm going to save. Let's see, can I save? I cannot. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going until I can
Mr.
save.
Goblet. The last time I saw you, you were filling barrels with motor oil.
Well, I'll be jiggered, Mr. Holmes. It is a small world, isn't it? Your days of roaming the docks are long past now, aren't they? Same for me. Tell me, what brings you to these parts?
I guess it's an old
Are
friend.
you the watchman for this factory?
Not official, like. This'd be Fat Dub's job. But I take his place on weekends and he checks in on the by and by.
Who is regular night watchman?
That will be Marty and his dogs. Why, Mr. Holmes?
Oh no. I vaguely remember this part.
In truth, I'm interested in the recent murder of Sir Bromsby. My investigation convinces me that vital evidence may well lie within this place.
Say nothing more. Here's the key for the office. It's the building just to the right after the entrance. The building's in the centre of the workers' cloakrooms. I don't think you'll find much to interest you there. Further in the yard, there's the storehouse for raw materials.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, helpful
You also have the
NPC.
key to the former Fairfax Theatre.
No, I don't have that key. The only key I know of was given to Mr. Grimble when the building was bought.
A theater, and they used an old theater as part of the property for a cement factory? Huh. And they didn't actually bother taking down the sign for the theater. A theater. Actor's makeup. Army costume. How interesting.
Mr. Holmes, you must make haste, as Dubs has not been by for over 2 hours, so I'd expect him in the next quarter hour or so. No need for thanking me. This is small service indeed for all that you've done for me in the past.
We will return.
I'll wait for you.
Okay, can I stop? Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video here. And, I don't think I can play anymore. I don't No, I don't think so. So that'll be it for right now. This has been Number Lupin playing Sherlock Holmes, Secret of the Silver Earring. Remember, if you like this video, please remember to do things like press that like button, leave a comment to tell me how I'm doing, or consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, or just sharing this with your friends on social media. Every little bit helps, and I'll see you guys next time for more of Sherlock Holmes, Secret of the Silver Earring. Bye.